Here are the top 5 multiplayer games you can play right now on iOS, Android, or any web browser. Play against random people on the internet or with your friends cross-platform and see who's got the most skills. All these games were created on a phone or a tablet. In no particular order, we have Fall Bois by WtDream, aka hypehype. This game is like a mobile remake of Fall Guys. It's got a joystick controller on the bottom left and a jump button on the bottom right. The game starts with a 15-second countdown. Up to 4 players can join. Once the cage comes down, it's a free-for-all to the finish line. Starting out, there are some simple obstacles you have to weave through or jump over as you approach the double helicopter. Time this correctly to make it to the next up and down walls. Constantly jumping around is a good way to get a handle of the control and movement of your character. Keep your eyes forward, reach the checkpoints. Next, watch out for the huge falling fruit. My favorite is jumping over the bananas, however the watermelons and strawberries you'll have to move around. Next is the island helicopter platform. Hopefully you've been jumping and practicing the movement of your character, as these look easier than they are. Make it to the spinning cylinder and don't get knocked over, and the crown is yours. My favorite part of this game is the ending sequence. To be honest with you, I'm not sure how WtDream was able to make all this on a phone or tablet. I like this game so much. I remade this game using the remix feature that allows anyone to remake any game in this app. I have an entire video talking about this, links down below. Next, we have Space Rush by Vaughn. This is one of the first games that launched with multiplayer, and I gotta say it's one of my favorites. I believe this game is underappreciated because if you fall down early on, you have to wait until the last player is standing, and no one likes to wait, so people kind of just leave, which is unfortunate because when the massive play field gets smaller and smaller, that's when the skills and hustle of staying alive really shine. Like the other multiplayer game, there's a joystick controller on the bottom left and a jump button on the bottom right. There's multiple methods when playing this game. One is to jump up and down everywhere, leaving random patterns of tiles all across the play field, or going up and down the row, removing all tiles. After knocking out a bunch of tiles, the competition is fierce and requires lots of skill to maintain. When you're walking on the edge of space and you gotta keep going, if you stop to look around, you will fall. If you see me in Space Rush, you better watch out because I play to win. Number 3 on the list. Destroy the City by TheX, up to 4 players. In this game, you play an angry or a friendly but confused giant robot and have 40 seconds to destroy as much of the city as possible. There is a joystick controller on the bottom left along with the jumping button again, and there is a hack at the beginning of this game. If you're eager to start destroying, you can jump around the starting wall and start destroying while everyone else has to wait. It takes some skill to do this, but well worth it. Be sure not to fall into the little lake areas, open areas in the map, or you'll have to restart at the beginning. And because multiplayer is still in beta with only one dedicated server, you may get stuck until the game is over. My favorite thing to destroy in this city are the little driving cars. They're worth a decent amount of points, and it reminds me of stomping on cockroaches. Remember to stomp where they're gonna be, not where they're at. Unless it's a flying cockroach, then scream and run away. When this game was first published, all the vehicles stood still, and I later saw TheX updating the vehicles to moving vehicles via the live stream feature. It was cool to watch this process. If you like this kind of content and want to watch me play and make games in real time, be sure to like, subscribe, and hit that bell icon, because that's what I do everywhere. Number 4 on the list, we got Fruity Pal's Tricky Way. by PtJones. Fruity Pals looks to be a part of a series PtJones is making, as there's also Fruity Pals Jump Away, another 4-player multiplayer game. But Tricky Way is the most funnest, with lots of gotcha moments when you think you're about to win. PtJones is an amazing creator when it comes to his attention to detail. And take a look around, there's a cool tiki bar with a polar bear mixologist, a message in the bottle just chilling by the water. Aesthetically, this is a beautiful game from the fruity looking players with all their accessories. You start out in a waiting room, waiting up to 4 players. As the game starts, you can choose which team you play for by selecting the corresponding lifesaver. If you wanted to do 2 vs 2, blue vs orange, or a free-for-all, it's up to you as you start and jump your way across the river. Not all fruits were created equally, so depending on your character, be sure to jump up and down and all around to get a good stability and understanding of your character movement when playing this level. The gameplay is basically find your way. Some wooden planks will light the way, while others will leave you wet and back at the starting position. Remember, if you lead the way, people will follow, but if you splash, you're at the back of the line. Also, I love the little cute crabs with googly eyes near the treasure chest at the finish line. Amazing attention to detail. Number 5 on the list, showing the most promise when it comes to aspiring beards, is GigaChad by WtDream. Up to 4 players, you have to protect a log cabin in the woods against zombies, monsters, and a mega boss, all with an axe. The monsters come in waves from the caves located at the top, left, and right. With your trusty axe, you can cut down trees to make 2 kinds of barricades, one out of vines that cost 5 wood, slows the enemy down, or a stronger barricade for 10 wood that stops the enemies in their place until they destroy the barricade. Be sure to watch out for the crawling zombies as they move extra fast without legs. I suspect this has something to do with less body weight and a strong upper torso. Once you start hitting the monsters, they stop moving, and be sure to attack them from sides or behind, because if you're in front of them, they will do damage. Occasionally, the zombies will drop bonus items like a soda bottle for plus movement speed, a yellow and blue mushroom for plus attack speed, a hammer to increase the strength of your barricades, and finally a cake that can help increase your health if you've taken damage. Be sure to monitor the health of your allies and teammates on the left so that you don't eat a cake that could have helped save someone's life. Sharing is caring when it comes to battling zombies, or was it save yourself first? Anyways, when monsters attack from all sides, it's important to work together, because that's the only way you'll survive this game. The game will announce which direction the enemies are attacking from and how many are left. Play with random people on the internet or organize a group with your friends. My favorite thing about this level is at the beginning, the calm before the storm. It's super peaceful. I can be a lumberjack and cut some wood until it's time to survive. There's a little hack you can do where you use your axe and chop between 2 trees. Both of them will have a visual effect, and you can basically chop down 2 trees at the same time. I like to do this at the beginning of the game, leave a bunch of piles of wood around for other people, signifying that I am down to work together to take down these monsters. All these multiplayer games and thousands of other games exist in a free app called hypehype. It allows anyone to create, make, remake, remix games all on your phone, tablet, or web browser. There is a catch. The app is in beta, aka early access. So if you want to download it, you need 2 things. 1, a smartphone, and 2, an email address. If you have that, go to hypehype.com/get access, sign up, and they'll send you a download link in a couple of days. I have other videos where I make and play games. The future of mobile gaming is happening now. Until next time, I'm Hypesy. Stay safe out there, and peace.